Late one rainy evening, a single dad named Aaron walked home from his late shift, holding a small bag of groceries for his 8-year-old son, Liam. The streetlights flickered, making the empty road look colder than it already was. As he passed the old bus stop, he noticed a teenage girl, thin, shivering, her clothes soaked through, curling into herself as if trying to disappear. She looked up when she heard his footsteps, and for a moment, Aaron saw fear, exhaustion, and a pain far deeper than the night's cold. He hesitated, not wanting to scare her, but something in her eyes reminded him of storms he had once survived himself. He quietly asked if she needed help, and she shook her head, insisting she was fine. But Aaron could see clearly. She wasn't fine, she wasn't safe, and she had nowhere else to go. He offered her a sandwich from his grocery bag, expecting her to refuse again. Instead, she stared at it with wide eyes, as if surprised anyone would offer her anything without wanting something in return. Slowly, she reached out and took it, whispering a soft, "Thank you." The way she ate, quick, hungry, almost desperate, told him more than any words could. Aaron sat down on the edge of the bus stop bench, giving her space, letting her finish. It was then she told him her name was Emily, and she had run away from a home that hadn't felt like a home in years. She didn't want pity, she said. She just needed a safe place to rest without being treated like a problem. Aaron felt a heaviness settle on his heart. He remembered his own childhood, the nights he wished someone would notice him, the years he prayed for someone to care. Becoming a single father had taught him what protection meant, what responsibility felt like, and how kindness could change the direction of someone's life. Without overthinking it, he removed his jacket and placed it gently around Emily's shoulders. She froze, startled. No one had given her anything warm in a long time. That simple gesture, just a jacket, made her eyes fill with tears she tried hard to hide. When Aaron suggested she come inside for a warm meal and a dry place to stay for the night, Emily immediately panicked. "I don't want trouble," she said. "I don't want to ruin your life." Her voice cracked under the weight of all the rejection she had faced. Aaron gently shook his head. "You're not trouble," he said softly. "You're just someone who needs a little kindness. And if my son were out here alone, I'd pray someone would help him too." Something broke inside her then, not in a damaging way, but in a healing way. Her shoulders dropped, and for the first time in months, she looked like a child again, not a survivor fighting the world alone. The walk to Aaron's small apartment was quiet but peaceful. Liam, who had been drawing superheroes on the living room floor, looked up when the door opened. Instead of fear or confusion, he greeted Emily with a bright, innocent smile and said, "Hi. Want to sit near the heater? It's warm here." Emily watched him with astonishment, as if simple kindness was something foreign. Aaron placed a warm bowl of soup in front of her, and she held it like it was a treasure. Each spoonful looked like it fed more than her stomach, it fed her hope. Later that night, while Liam slept in his room, Emily sat on the couch wrapped in a blanket Aaron had given her. Her eyes drifted to the family photo of Aaron holding baby Liam years ago. She confessed softly, "I never had anyone. Look at me the way you look at your son." Aaron sat across from her, listening without judgment. She told him about the neglect, the emotional wounds, the nights she slept behind dumpsters because shelters were full or dangerous. She spoke like someone who'd learned to expect nothing good from the world. But Aaron responded with a simple truth: pain doesn't define you. You are worth more than everything you've survived. The next morning, Emily woke to the smell of pancakes. Liam proudly placed one on her plate shaped like a smiley face. She laughed, a sound she hadn't heard from herself in years. Throughout breakfast, Aaron noticed how carefully she ate, how gently she moved, almost apologizing for existing. He understood. When you've been broken, you learn to make yourself small. But he also knew that kindness, real kindness, had a way of rebuilding even the most shattered hearts. Days passed. Aaron made calls to local shelters and youth centers, looking for a safe long-term place for Emily. Everywhere was full, understaffed, or unsafe. Meanwhile, Emily began helping around the apartment, folding laundry, helping Liam with homework, cooking simple meals. She tried to repay kindness with actions because she didn't believe she deserved the kindness in the first place. But one evening Aaron finally told her, "You don't have to earn safety. You deserve it simply because you're human." One afternoon, Emily sat on the balcony watching the sunset. Aaron joined her with 2 cups of warm tea. She explained how she had once dreamed of becoming a nurse, someone who helped others, someone who healed instead of hurt. But life, cruelty, and homelessness had buried that dream deep inside her. Aaron told her gently that dreams don't die, they wait. He encouraged her to believe that her story wasn't over. She looked at him with disbelief, but slowly, a spark returned to her eyes. The next Sunday, Aaron brought her and Liam to a small church nearby. Emily hesitated at the door, unsure if she belonged. She had never been in a place of worship without feeling judged. But the pastor welcomed her warmly, treating her not like a problem to solve but a soul worth loving. During the service, as the choir sang softly, Emily felt tears stream down her face. She didn't cry because she was sad. She cried because for the first time, she felt seen. Weeks turned into a quiet rhythm. Emily started attending evening classes with Aaron's support. She helped Liam with school projects, taught him how to draw, and read bedtime stories with a tenderness that surprised even herself. Aaron watched her grow stronger every day, her spirit blooming like a flower that finally had sunlight and water after years of drought. She wasn't just healing, she was becoming someone new, someone brave. Eventually, a place opened up at a youth home, safe, supportive, and designed to help teens like Emily rebuild their lives. Aaron thought she would be happy, but when he told her, she froze. "You're not sending me away, right?" she whispered, terrified. He knelt down and reassured her, "You're not being sent away. You're being given a future. And you'll always have a place with us." Those words broke through her fear like light breaking through a storm. On moving day, Emily held Liam tightly as he cried, begging her to visit often. She promised she would. Before leaving, she turned to Aaron. "You didn't just save me," she said. "You taught me that kindness still exists. You showed me what family feels like." She placed the old jacket he had given her back in his hands, but he shook his head and said, "Keep it. It's your reminder that the world didn't give up on you." Months passed. Emily worked hard, studied harder, and slowly rebuilt her life from the broken pieces. She visited every week, sometimes helping Liam with homework, sometimes just sitting with Aaron talking about life. Eventually, she proudly announced that she had been accepted into a nursing training program. Aaron felt tears in his eyes, the happy kind. She had not only survived, she had risen. Years later, Emily, now a nurse, arrived at Aaron's home with flowers and a new jacket, one she bought with her own earnings. She hugged him tightly and whispered, "Your kindness changed everything. What you gave me, I now give to others." Liam, now a teenager, hugged her too, calling her big sister, like he always had. And as the three of them stood together, Aaron realized something powerful. Sometimes God sends people into your life not by accident, but by purpose. And sometimes, the simplest act of kindness, offering a place to stay, can rewrite the entire destiny of a broken soul.